everybody. Welcome to the very last ever episode of What Is She Doing? So, thank you for joining me one more time. Big thing that happened since the last video where I went a little bit cuckoo is that we successfully launched issue 1 of Hot Chicks with Big Brains. The party was an outrageous success. I think we had close to, if not about 300 people in and out throughout the evening. We sold enough copies of issue 1 to totally cover costs, which is huge for like the first issue of an indie publication, and we didn't even like use any crowdfunding or anything. And I'm currently in conversation with a few publishers and places trying to organize a publishing partnership for a more like sustainable, like ongoing business model for how we might make issues in the future. We've got some really exciting video interviewees coming up for like what we're going to do for the website. Everything to do with Hot Chicks with Big Brains is awesome and going like real swimming. This other thing that happened today is that I got invited to this really expensive like Businesswomen Conference at the convention center, and it's worth like $400. And so I like got really excited and went and ate like my body weight in chocolate muffins, and it was really average. And so I just left and I took myself on a date. Around Brisbane. And I went to the library and I used my library card and I like walked across the bridge and I like got another coffee, got a bit sick because I had too much coffee, had another muffin. And the moral of the story is that I think freelancing really suits me. When I was working 9 to 5, possibly also because I was working in like an industry that I didn't really like see myself in long term, but I just felt this like itchy feeling. Like the best analogy I can draw is if you've ever had braces and you get this feeling like you're being forced into something you don't want to do, and it makes you itchy because it's like claustrophobic with your muscles, like when you get a cramp. I guess what I'm saying is that working in the law was like having braces on my soul. But anyway, now I take myself on dates around wherever I want all the time and like find new cafes to write in, and life is really great. Other news for me personally, I was thinking about what I was going to tell you about, and then I realized that I just like went back and looked at the first video that I ever made for What Is She Doing, and my life is, compared to then, legit unrecognizable. I obviously don't do law anymore, but also I write, I have like regular paid like contributor gigs. I signed with Curtis Brown, the literary agents, because I got the Cat Musket Fellowship and there's been publisher interest in that. I moved house and now I live with my boyfriend and it's really, really awesome. That's why there's a cricket bat above my bed on the wall. That was a compromise because I need approximately 4 times as much wardrobe space as he does. I'm working on my manuscript. And like all of the support and stuff that comes from being a Cat Musket Fellow is like doing amazing things for my writing practice already. And look at this, I got business cards. Like when I also looked back through and I found like in one of the videos I was like, what am I even doing? What does that mean? I don't know what to put on my business cards. And now I have business cards. They're really cool. To answer the question of what do I put on my business cards, on the front is my name and a picture, and on the back is my contact details. For ages I was like paralyzed by the decision about like what you put as your like profession on your business cards when you like freelance and do like about 1 million different things. And I was like, this is taking me way too long to decide what I want to do, like what I want to put on there. So I just didn't put anything. Because if I'm meeting somebody in real life and give them a business card, then chances are I've already introduced myself in the capacity that I want them to know me for. So anyway, look at all these learnings. All these learnings that have occurred in the last few months since I've been making these videos. I was thinking like, what would if I could go back in time and like tell myself something when I made the first video, it would just be like, yeah, don't worry, you got this. Like, you're on the right track. Because like even when I made the first ever What Is She Doing video, there was still a part of me that was like, occasionally scanning like the classifieds for like law jobs. Still afraid that none of this would work. And that's a legitimate fear because this is crazy. I'm very fortunate that it has worked. It's like all my dreams have come true in the space of like a few months. Anyway,